Genealogy. I am AD, and we are on part 4 of just exploring and learning more about the Slave Voyages website. So, in part 1, just sort of learned about these headings up here, right? Part 2, we went more into detail about the transatlantic slave trade. Part 3, we did a little bit more. Now, in part 4, I want to jump right into the estimates. Now that we got all of the backstory, we know where to find it, we learn how they are coding and what they're doing. Now, let's actually see some numbers. All right, so I've only focused on the transatlantic slave trade. I have not done the intra-American slave trade. That will be a whole nother video. And again, if you are here for the first time, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. For all of my returners, thank you so much for following me on this journey as we explore more about this. Because this assessment is data, is researchers coming together. It is not a government site, and so it's important for us to just like understand what's going on. Okay, so we are on the estimates page now, and I am just going to try to play with the estimates, play with this chart, play with the data, just to see what comes up because I don't know what to expect right now. Okay. So I've never used this. A lot of the things that everything that we are looking at right now, I've looked at it for the first time with you all. So this is not something that I've, just said, oh, I'm just going to show them how to work it. I don't know. We trial and error together. We learn it together, baby. Because again, we're always students of everything. So I do like this map because it gets to show you where things are coming from. So even it's coming all the way from this side, which I believe, Tanzania is over there. So it's coming from Tanzania. You got the Congo here. Then it's just going, what's 27? Oh, the islands. Can I? I want to see. Okay. Okay, so data shown from these dates. I'm going to keep those dates the way they are. I only want to see the U.S. And they shared that the U.S. is going to be by itself. Okay, so if you've watched previous um parts, you will see that it talked about the slave trade starting in 15, I want to say 71 in the 1500s, right? But why does it start here with us in the 1600s? Question. And then we have only this many amount of people coming here. Okay, so this is embarked only. So let's do both. Let's see embarked and disbarked. Let's see. Okay, so embarked, come. This so got on the ship. Got on the ship from Africa, landed in the United States. So I hope I'm reading this correctly. Because I know disembark means getting off, embark means getting on. So, but it said the U.S., but it should just be transatlantic slave trade given that's what I'm on. Also, here I see 25 periods, 25-year periods, which is cool with me. Um, so this how many people got on, this how many people did not survive. Look at this here. That's a lot of people gone, y'all. It's a lot of people gone. Um, let's see. Let's do regions update. Okay. So there's another place. Like, where were they coming from? The majority of people came from the Gold Coast, Sierra, following the Gold Coast, Sierra Leone. Then we have Senegambia. Oh shoot, I forgot all of. The next is West Central Africa and Saint Helena, which we looked up last last part. And then we have Southeast Africa and the Oceania Islands, which is never really discussed as being a part of this. So that's important to look at. Okay, let's look at the timeline. Again, all this is happening in a certain timeline. Okay, so let's look at the numbers. So the year 1645, um, they got 370, but only 315 survived. Please, I hope I'm looking at this correctly. I'm reading. But somehow in the year 1806, this is where we're getting 20,000 people. And I'm trying to figure out, how did this happen? I wish, again, I'm going to keep playing with this to let, so I can learn it in a more intricate way. But I just want to make sure I understand what's happening. So how many people left? But why is it like that? I don't like that. I don't like that. But okay. Okay. So here's more, what do you call it? Filters that you can filter out the data. So I do want to start with the United States as our first. I want to keep the time frame. Our flag is going to be USA. Our embarkment. So getting on, we want to start in Africa. Okay. Getting off, I want to put U.S. mainland. So mainland North America. Okay. Again, embarkment, getting on, disembarkment, getting off. Just to check ourselves. We want to make sure. Define, disembark. Okay. Active leaving. Okay. So we always want to fact check. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. And now let's apply. So I don't think it's much different than what we discussed. However, now the numbers are a little bit different. So going straight from Africa to the US, the total number of folks who came to the United States of America is a smaller number. 110,530. But 135 400 135,411 are the ones that got on. Barafa and Benin, that's a smaller number. Gold Coast, we have Sierra Leone, we have the Senegambia area. Of course, we have the West Central Africa and St. Helena. Yeah, this is different. Okay, let me flip it. So oh, it's only letting me start in Africa. Let's see if I, okay, let's see. Okay, it's only giving me Africa. I was gonna flip it to say, okay, let me just disembark from Africa. Let's see. Yeah, it's nothing to do. Let's see if Spain to Africa. Nothing. Portugal and Brazil to Africa. Nothing. Okay, Great Britain, Netherlands to Africa. Nothing. United States to Africa. Nothing. Because of what we're doing. Okay, so that's how I know I did it right. Because if I would have did another way, it doesn't work. So I can have Africa to Africa. Oh, let's look at Africa to Brazil. That's a small number too. It's actually smaller than I anticipated. So to the British Caribbean. Okay, these are greater numbers. I always thought that the numbers to Brazil would be greater because they always said that, um, outside of the continent of Africa, the most Africans are in Brazil and just all the way around South America, but mainly in Brazil. Because we remember in the previous video we saw how close um that Saint Helena is to Brazil. On the map, it looks close because we know water can do its thing. All right, so that's us kind of exploring what it looks like here. Um, Again, we have the intra-American slave trade here, which we will talk about at a later date. But I hope you enjoyed this and enjoyed this series. I appreciate y'all. Peace.